Sanso, A Solitary Voyage to the Self. Produced by Tobin Reese Fine Art. Buying and selling the works of Sanso. The painting Evanescent Existence is emotionally charged and imaginative, depicting an inner world of delicate blue vegetation growing against a fiery orange-red sky. It evokes both life's beauties and fragilities. This poetic painting is the work of Juvenal Sanso, an artist whose long artistic career is best understood as a solitary voyage to the self. Born in Spain in 1929, Sanso was 5 years old when his family moved to Manila to open a wrought iron business. When Japanese forces occupied the Philippines beginning in 1942, Sanso's peaceful life was turned inside out. His family's home was burned to the ground, and Sanso was later brutally tortured on a barge in the Pasig River. Near the end of the war, a bomb fell near the artist, killing an old man nearby and permanently damaging Sanso's hearing. In 1948, Sanso enrolled at the University of the Philippines School of Fine Arts, where he studied under Fernando Amorsolo, Dominador Castañeda, and Aurelio Miranda. The bomb-scarred UOP campus lacked running water, and Sanso remembers diluting his paint with fruit juice. The traumas of the war years haunted the young artist and was reflected in the dark imagery of his developing art. Sanso once explained that because of his wartime experiences, he could not go around being an Amorsolo, painting beautiful things. In 1951, Sanso gained his first public notice, winning first prize in both the oil and watercolor competitions of the Art Association of the Philippines for his paintings Sorcerer and Incubus. After graduation, Sanso left for Europe, where he studied at art academies in Rome and Paris. While living in France, Sanso was befriended by Yves Le Dantec, who was the son-in-law of artist Georges Rouault. A visit to Rouault's studio left the young artist starstruck and influenced the direction of his work. Sanso later spent several carefree summers in Brittany with the Le Dantec family, painting brightly hued canvases of Breton dwellings and shorelines. By the time he returned to Manila in 1957, after his first one-man show in Paris, Sanso had matured as an artist. Encouraged by Fernando Sobel, he became an outstanding printmaker and began to develop his own distinctive subjects. The imagery of flowers, which Sanso had first painted in Paris, became increasingly important. His 1960 ink drawing, Past Expressing, which features a skull decorated with flowers, was inspired by the nightmare of an opium addict, as described by the French novelist Baudelaire. Immensely curious and versatile, Sanso has executed works in a variety of media, including sculpture, photography, and drawing. Living and exhibiting in both Europe and the Philippines, he has expanded his subjects to include abstractions and magical landscapes, while also continuing to paint enchanting bouquets and flowers. What unifies his work over time is its deeply personal and poetic individuality. The late art historian Rod Parras Perez once wrote this about Sanso. With a passion truly Hispanic in intensity, Sanso believes that the act of painting is an intimate, private confession. The audience is always, for him, an intrusive eavesdropper. It is the point in Sanso's solitary voyage to the self. Sanso set out alone and painted brooding images or sunlit seashores as witnesses to every confrontation with the self. Active as an artist, past his 90th birthday, Sanso's works can now be seen at Manila's Sanso Museum, where a new generation will come to appreciate the distinctive poetry of his art.